Mr. Speaker, I rise today in strong opposition to H.J.Res 85. This is the latest in a string of measures that the Republican majority has brought to the floor in an attempt to cherry pick what gets funded in the federal government or a piecemeal approach to running government. Later this weekend, Tropical Storm Karen is expected to hit the Gulf Coast. Last night, there were strong reports of tornadoes in Nebraska, and a strong storm is expected in Iowa. I guess that explains this cynical exercise where FEMA is funded in a Mini-CR. When the majority learned that tourists had not visited our national monument, they whipped up a Mini-CR for the national parks. A storm is coming, so their answer to is a Mini-CR for FEMA. The way the majority does business, there will need to be another West Texas explosion before they try to fund CFATs. We can't fund the government crisis to crisis. FEMA should have its full staff available this week to begin preparations for Tropical Storm Karen. Instead, FEMA is beginning to recall furloughed employees today, a rush to prepare before the storm. And as we know, restoring FEMA's funding alone is not enough to ensure a successful disaster response. We need the full resources of the federal government, from the Department of Transportation, Department of Housing and Urban Development, as well as the Small Business Administration. We also need the full resources of the Department of Homeland Security. It's time to stop the games. The events on Capitol Hill yesterday should have served as a wake-up call. The Speaker must allow a vote on a clean CR. Federal employees who return to work to help respond to Tropical Storm Karen.
Gentleman's time has expired.
Another 30 seconds.
I'd like to yield the gentleman an additional 30 seconds.
Gentleman is recognized for an additional 30 seconds.
Thank the gentleman for yielding. Federal employees who return to work to help respond to Tropical Storm Karen, the forecasted tornadoes, or any other disaster that strikes should be able to do their work with the peace of mind that their paychecks is coming and that bills will be paid. All federal employees deserve that. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I yield back the balance of my time.
Gentleman from Mississippi yields back.